Young Scallywag Spoo here with another mindless drivel and the Terminator Dark Fate. Or as I prefer to call it, the Terminator Dear God Please Let This One Work trailer dropped this morning, and yes, it's Thursday by the way. I'm shooting this, I know you're seeing it on Friday, but well, that's how YouTube works. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have zero interest in this movie, to be honest with you. I haven't enjoyed a Terminator movie since Terminator 2, you know, the last one that actually was good. And after just the disappointment of the last 3 Terminator movies that have come out, oh god, I don't know. This one, even after seeing the trailer, I just don't know. But regardless, we are gonna soldier through this and go through this trailer and break it down, kind of. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't have any idea what this movie's about. And just see what we can see, and maybe make some of it up. So here we go! So the trailer kicks off, we see Natalia Reese, Danny Ramos, and Mackenzie Davis's Grace, and what I'm assuming is Diego Boneta, even though we don't know who he's playing yet, traveling in a truck, saying that just a couple of days ago I had this nice, simple life, and now this. Suddenly, what looks like a snowplow type truck comes barreling through a wall, being driven by Gabriel Luna, who is the Terminator for this one, chasing down our trio of heroes. When suddenly Mackenzie Davis climbs out of the window of the truck and does this fancy little flip over into the bed. And this was the point in the trailer. I mean, we're only a few seconds in, and this was the point where I rolled my eyes and was like, this is where we're going with this. Again, keeping in mind, I know nothing about this movie. But once she's back there, she grabs a big pipe and tosses it through the window of the snowplow behind them, and it sticks into the wall right next to the face of the Terminator for this movie. That's when we see his face start to kind of melt and meld into the pipe, creating a whole new Terminator onto the hood of the truck. Of course, every Terminator, starting with Terminator 2, has had their own special abilities. We had liquid metal mixed with a metal skeleton, which seems like a step backwards. We then have the nanotech thing from Genesis, apparently. And looks like this one is no different, being able to make copies of himself, which, hey, at least it's a step in the right direction. That's pretty cool. We then see the Terminator kind of turn back into a human-looking form and leap into the air, holding the pipe in his hand, tossing it back at Mackenzie Davis. But she manages to deflect it with her arm, exposing the fact that she's a Terminator also. Of course. Because you remember back there in the first Terminator movie how terrible that movie was because there was only one Terminator? And then we do a jump cut to see her shielding Danny Ramos from a car accident and subsequent explosion. And just as the Terminator and his new clone are approaching the duo, hero shot, a truck rolls up revealing Linda Hamilton! In Hollywood, they actually refer to this move as the last 3 movies we made were absolutely horrendously bad. Could we please get the star back from the first 2 movies because those 2 were good? It's a long name for a maneuver, I know. It'd be an even better name if it worked. So then we see Grace asking Sarah Connor, "Who are you?" And of course she explains that she is Sarah Connor and goes on to say, "I've never seen one like you. Almost human." To which, after we see a couple of montage shots of her being worked on in surgery and kind of batting around some police officers after, I'm assuming, the moment she just arrived in present time because she seems to be naked, she explains that she is human. Over the next couple of shots, we don't really see much that tells us anything about what the potential story for this movie is, but Grace does ask Sarah Connor, "Why do you care about this girl so much?" To which, of course, she does reply that I was her. She's not saying that she literally was this girl, like she is her from the future or something. She's talking about the previous movies where Terminators used to show up all the time and try to kill her. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. But, well, this is YouTube. But then we cut to a very revealing shot as a door is slowly opening with Sarah Connor and Grace and everybody standing at it, and hero shot! Arnold himself shows up. Yes, that's right, he's back. Once again. But before you judge him coming back for this again, I do want to point out the fact that if you've seen some pretty recent videos of Arnold, he's beefed back up. Like, his arms are huge again. They got to slim down there for a while when the whole Governor thing was going on. I mean, they were still big, but, you know, slim for him. But yeah, Good job, man. We then see a couple of shots of Danny and Grace running through a crowd of people while the Terminator's dressed like in a military maybe uniform, and he's following behind them, about to catch up to them, so there's, an action scene. We then see what appears to be the two Terminators fighting underwater. So hey, that's new ground. There really isn't much telling in this trailer, so I'm doing this as a joke, pretty much. But then comes the big money shot of the trailer, what looks like a huge airplane sequence. Two planes are crashing into each other. There's explosions and fire, and the Terminator's on the outside of the plane, and there's like a car being held on a platform under the plane, and the Danny Ramos character is hiding in the car and flies. So, in other words, in a classic case of go big or go home, and gotta go bigger than the last one did, we're pulling out all the stops this time, because there's planes. Crashing planes, and fire, and danger, and action. And then we wrap things up with a nice little bow with Danny asking, how do we win? To which Grace responds, we win. And then there's like this really long pause, so I thought that was just going to be her answer. We just win. That's how. Shut up. By keeping you alive. And I was suddenly just so disappointed. Quick little stinger shot of the Grace Terminator and the main bad Terminator fighting, and she's got like an axe and she's beating him up, and then his face kind of heals itself, and the end. Title card. So what are my thoughts? Well, I don't know. Like I said, I really haven't enjoyed any of the Terminator movies after Terminator 2. I did like the ending of Terminator 3 simply because I'm a huge fan of really horrible endings. But other than that, the flashback one with Christian Bale, and then the Genesis one, or I know it's Genesis, but they spelled it stupid. They've all completely sucked after Terminator 2. So I can't say that my expectations for this one are very high. Now, having said that, it is cool that Linda Hamilton came back to play Sarah Connor one more time, and of course it's, nice to see Arnie back and freaking massively huge again. And at least they're not trying to make him look young. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be the same Terminator that was hanging around during the crappy last one, or if somehow they're just going to re-explain how there's another Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator T-800 hanging around with Sarah Connor, or she at least knows where he lives, or I don't know. There really isn't a lot of information out there as far as, what's gonna happen in this movie. If you look up plot summary for the movie, you come up with like one sentence where it basically just says Sarah Connor has to protect a young girl named Danny Ramos. There's your plot. So I really don't know. I mean, sure, the trailer's fine, I guess. But you're really not giving me anything to excite me. They didn't really give us anything that we didn't already know just by simply announcing the movie was happening. We knew that Linda Hamilton was coming back. And yes, I almost said Linda Carter there. I know. Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton. It's not Wonder Woman. We knew that there would be Terminators in the film, and I do say Terminators, plural, because we knew that there would be at least one, because, well, that's what the movie's called. But we also could assume that there would be multiple Terminators because, well, one, Arnie's back, and two, like I said before, you can't just have one in there because that first movie was just stupid. And we knew that there would be, big action scenes and that someone's life in the past would be in danger from a Terminator because, well, that's kind of the premise of the whole series. So this overall just kind of looks like, hey, here's another generic Terminator movie, guys, but hey, we got Linda Hamilton and Arnie back this time. So I guess we will just have to wait and see. I don't know. I really didn't want to do this video, but when I watched the trailer, I thought it was so horrendously bad that I kind of had to. So, yeah. Anyway, so there you have it, guys. That's my trailer breakdown for Terminator Dark Fate. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments below. Continue to comment, like, share, and please subscribe because we do videos here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and there might be some pretty big things coming in the very near future. But you will just have to subscribe and stick around to find out what that might be. As long as you're out here on the internet, jump over to www.geekycool.com. We have partnered up with them here at Scallywag Productions. I'm actually going to be doing some writing for them and some exclusive videos for them as well, so you don't want to miss out on that. So go over there, check it out, sign, get involved, all that good stuff. It's all things nerd, just like we are here. So there you have it, guys. We will be back here on Monday, and hopefully I won't be sweating profusely during that one. Yes, I have been. You weren't just imagining that. But we've gotten like tons of storms and stuff around here the last few days, so it is incredibly muggy. But I digress. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon.